Trope after trope, cliche after cliche. I feel like the teacher in A Christmas Story.
You call this a paragraph? Martins!
So tell me if you've had this experience. You're a brand new author, trying to get your book out there, wanting everyone to read the book that you know everyone's going to love just as much as you do, and then you come across an author Amazon review group. You think, this is it, this is my chance. Not only do I get the chance to put my book in front of other authors, but I'm going to discover the next Jane Austen. I'm going to like this author before it's cool. You receive the email, download the PDF, a free PDF you get to read for free, and you start reading. Only to come across simple sentence structure. Okay, you tell yourself. This is a young adult novel. I can't expect it to be the next F. Scott Fitzgerald. I gotta give it a break. I'm gonna keep going. So you keep going. But it's hard to slog through the grammar mistakes. And the sentences beginning with when and as, don't they know any other sentence openers? But the killer is when you've read through all the opening pages, telling yourself, it'll get better when the action picks up. After all, she's got a really good premise here. And then you finally get somewhere, and it's not any better than the rest of the book. In fact, the cliches become more cliched, and the villain, turns out the person that the hero thought was the villain all along wasn't really the villain, and it was actually somebody else who's just beginning to be unveiled right now. And you saw that coming. And you were hoping against hope that wasn't going to be what was going to happen, but it's what happened. At this point, you've got half of the book left. You can't read any further, so you decline leaving a review on Amazon because you don't want to risk that author, leaving a bad review on your book. You wanted something original, and what you got was something boring. This isn't the response that any author wants their book to have. We all want people to love it, to rave about it, to make all their friends read it because they have to have the same experience that they had reading your book. I mean, who doesn't want to be F. Scott Fitzgerald or Austen material? But how do we get there? How do we keep from boring the audience? How do we tell an original story? And what is actually originality? Original. The scariest word in the storytelling world. But what does it mean to be original? Does it mean you have to create something completely from scratch that is not at all like anything else that you have ever seen? After all, a story, when stripped down to its most basic parts, is essentially the same as every other story. You have a hook, an introduction, a middle build, a climax, and then a resolution. Without any of those things, you wouldn't have a story. You have a character. You have something that offers resistance to the character. Then you have the character striving for something. Without any of those things, it wouldn't be a story. If we tried to be original and ignored any of these elements, then we wouldn't tell a story. We might get an essay or a poem or some other written work out of it, but ultimately it wouldn't be a story. So despite our critique that the story is not original, being original can't be the be-all, end-all. I think that to be original means to tell a common human experience, even one that's been told before, from your own perspective, your own unique point of view. Because when someone says that they want something original, they mean that they want something told in an original way, a way that challenges the way that they see the world. They want their perspective broadened, they want new experiences, and that's what you can give them because you're the only one who sees the world the way that you do, from your own unique perspective. You can't get bogged down in who you think the hero should be because you saw her that way in another story. And conversely, don't try to flip the character as like a response to how you saw her in that story. There's so much more to a character than that. You have to ask, how does your hero respond to her situation? Give context and motivation behind his actions, and just be honest. So don't be afraid to tell about religions, characters, events, emotions, cultures as you see it, because the way that you see it makes it unique. And it's what makes your stories original. Hey everyone, my name's Elizabeth, and thanks for watching my video. I've been a writing teacher for 2 years. I have a published novel called Half-Breeds, and I try to write every day, sometimes for money, but mostly for myself. Trying to change that. You can visit me and find more about me at my author website, elizabethrussellauthor.com, or at my blog, thefairytaleblog.com. I'll be releasing a brand new writing video every Tuesday, so stay tuned. Some topics I want to cover in the near future are head hopping, how to stay motivated when writing, and when to follow your outlines and when to chuck them.